McGuire, and I have a question for you. How are you and your family dealing with the quarantine? How are you keeping active? Maybe you're picking up a new hobby to keep yourself active. Maybe you're sprucing up the house with some new renovations. Maybe you're just taking a lot of family walks around the neighborhood. My family, we chose to have family game nights. Usually these are only when we are all together during holidays, such as Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter, when we all have the free time to be together and play games. But with the quarantine happening and the pandemic, we have a lot more free time than we're used to. Now, on Scholar's Choice, a online resource that I accessed in April 2020, family game nights are scientifically proven to be beneficial for children's psychosocial development growing up. It helps improve their motor skills, their problem-solving skills, their mental flexibility, and helps them improve their sportsmanship. It also helps grow the bonds between family members. My family chose as our game of choice Settlers of Catan, which is one of our favorite games to play as a family. Now, if you don't know, Settlers of Catan is a strategic building and trading board game. The goal is to be the first to reach 10 points. You can do this by trading resources with other players and by building settlements in cities. Now, the resources that you can build and trade are sheep, brick, wood, wheat, and ore. Now, to build a settlement, which is worth 1 point, you need all of the resources except ore. And to build a city to replace the settlement, which is worth 2 points, you need 2 wheat and 3 ore. You get a trusty little guide so that you can remember the different variations. It's an amazing game. We love it very much, and it's just so interacting because you get to interact with the people on their turn, and it's really fun. It's a really fun game to play. Now, another thing that we like to do to keep active is to watch movies together. We recently finished watching all the extended versions of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Now, the theatrical versions of these movies, the ones that they showed in the theaters, are 3 to 3.5 hours long each. With the extensions, they are closer to 4 hours each. So it's a bit of a time commitment, but very worth it, in our opinion. The movies are the book adaptations of the books written by J.R.R. Tolkien in the 1950s. The movies weren't made until the early 2000s. And honestly, they still hold up to this day. They are amazingly shot. They have such a close attention to detail, and just the lore in the franchise is amazing and outstanding. Personally, I think it's one of the greatest fantasy trilogies that is out there, and I would highly, highly recommend. Now, to close my speech, I think that family nights are, especially now, are incredibly important because with all of the pandemic and the terror going around in the world and the social distancing especially, that you can come together and spend some quality time with the people closest to you is incredibly important right now. So if you want a good game to play, I would recommend Settlers of Catan. And if you want a movie to watch, why don't you pick up some Lord of the Rings. Thank you.